And something else. Yeah, maybe a little better to do that. As Susie said, you're going to hear the word family a lot today. Dad was all about family and friends. That's why this service is led by us. Maybe a little less traditional, but that's the way he wanted it. He told the funeral director he wanted more of a gathering rather than a service. He really did want us to enjoy each other's company, and hopefully we can do that some afterwards here. I'm sure there'll be several toasts to him with Budweiser afterwards, but he never preached family values to us. He just kind of led by example. There was never any question that he loved and respected us. He just enjoyed being with us all the time. We got together as a family for all kinds of, any holiday, birthday, Super Bowl parties, any occasion we could. We worked hard to get together, and usually the majority of that crowd was there. We were able to take a lot of family vacations together when we were younger. A lot of the time you still wanted to go visit other family and other things. We spent a lot of time in Chicago, Toronto, my mother's hometown of Asheville where her family was. He just really enjoyed being with his family and his friends. We just spent a lot of time camping up at the lake and made a ton of great friends up there. We really had a good time and enjoyed so much there. I think so much of what we enjoyed up there, and my kids have really enjoyed going up there as well, is that we were one-on-one, face-to-face. You didn't have TVs, you didn't have computers. You know, we sat around picnic tables and made meals together, and then sat around campfires and told stories and lies and all kinds of good things. The kids just ate it up. They really did enjoy being there and doing that with us. Some really, really good times there. He never understood. Occasionally I would go on a golf trip or do something with some of my friends and just go off with the guys and do something. He always looked at it just like, he never really understood why I would go off without the rest of the family with him. It was so important to him all the time. He just never got that. We're going to be doing that again here shortly, I think. We look forward to that with some friends. I'm not sure if I told you that. Break that one, maybe. Even in his early years at IBM, he would travel to schools, and IBM always tried to dissuade him from taking his family with him. They said it would be too much of a distraction, too much of that. He said quite the contrary, that not having us there would have been a bigger distraction to him. So we traveled with him in his early years to all kinds of schools and things we did with IBM. He couldn't go without us, basically. We were so fortunate to have him do that sometimes. Again, we are fortunate to have so many wonderful friends here today. Thanks so much for all of y'all coming in here. It's fantastic, but I'll have to say, my best friends are my siblings right over here. The three of them and their families. Can't say any more than that. He loved my mother more than I could ever describe to you guys. We spent almost 57 years together in a relationship that was just truly, truly remarkable. He gave her all the credit for raising the family. He was working hard, spent a lot of time away, but we never felt neglected or anything like that. He gave her so much of the credit for building a beautiful household and family. I think he sometimes regretted some of the time he spent at work, but we never felt neglected at all. I took him to the doctor just about a week before he went into the hospital, and just to show a little bit of the love my parents had. He was shuffling out of the apartment in his walker and stopped before he got the door and spun back around and said, "Wait a minute, I can't leave without a kiss from my lovey." They almost never left each other or separated without going to get the kiss. I mean, it was just remarkable all the time. It was rare if you ever saw him leave the house and not stop to give her a kiss. The last day or two when he was in the hospital, he wasn't suffering, but we knew he was getting ready to pass, and it was tough. There were certain times I would sit there by him and just kind of wish he would just, because he was peaceful, it was good, just wish he would just go ahead And then 5 minutes later, I was so happy to be able to reach, grab his hand, squeeze it, and he squeezed mine back, and Lou was still there. And stuff, I mean, I cry a little every day. Get a little bit better. Sometimes it's just the smallest things that you think about. And it still just brings the tears to you. No matter how ready you think you are, you're never ready. He fought it for a long while. We were all prepared, but you never prepared. I'll stop talking about some of these sad things now. Maybe move on to a couple of other things. I made a few mistakes in life, and usually when I did, I knew I was going down the wrong way. I chose it maybe because it was easier. My dad never took the easy way, and I always knew when I was getting ready to do something, but he always took the right road. I mean, even if it was tough, it didn't matter. He was just a great role model for all of us. I could bore you with hundreds of silly stories about some things he did and this and that. Just a couple that come to mind that he liked him. He told a lot. Some of his nieces are here. My Uncle Tom, their father, was a couple years older than my dad. He and my dad were pretty mischievous as young boys, and they had a lot of fun together. One time, they were out running around, and my Uncle Tom's had a old Model A on a big farm they lived on. They didn't know it, they lived on this farm, but they were riding around this haystack out in the middle, and Uncle Tom kept cutting it a little bit tighter and bumping the hay and getting up in it, and all of a sudden they lost control, flew right up into the middle of this haystack and got the car stuck up on it. And they were way out from anything else, and trying to get the car off and couldn't get it off, and all of a sudden they realized it was hot down around the engine, and they caught the hay on fire. And they were a mile from the farmhouse. They had no other choice. They took off running to try and get some water or something. And by the time they got back, it was just a huge bonfire. This and that. They were all afraid of how they were going to go back and tell my grandfather that they had burned this car up. And they went back, and my dad said, my grandfather didn't really give a squat about the car. He was pissed off he had to pay $35 to the farmer for his hay. My dad. Another story, he always tried to teach us lessons in life, and when I was about 10 years old, I wanted to buy a motorcycle, and a neighbor had a nice little Yamaha. It had a broken throttle cable or something, so it wasn't running, but it wasn't much to get it fixed. I negotiated a deal with this guy for $200 for this motorcycle. It was a good deal. I went back and talked to my dad about it. I didn't have $200, but trying to talk him into it. He said, man, I can give you that motorcycle easily, but it wouldn't teach you any lessons. You wouldn't appreciate that motorcycle. He said, if you earn half the money for it, I'll give you the other half. And I was only about 10 or 11, but I think I had a paper out of the time or mowed some grass. Got up $100 and bought this motorcycle, and we played with it and had a good time with it. A year or two later, I was ready to upgrade and get something a little bit newer and nicer. And Stuart was liking the one I had, so I worked a deal with him. Same kind of deal. Stuart for $200, and I popped up for $100. Stuart enjoyed it for about a year or so, and then he was ready to move on. Roger bought the bike. $200. My dad ended up with $300 and a $200 motorcycle. Not really sure who learned the lesson there. He would sometimes take a little pain to try and teach us a lesson. And that was really him. I could go on and on and on, but there's plenty of us here, and y'all certainly don't want to hear that all day. I look forward to having some other times with you. A couple of little things happened right there at the very end. As Susie mentioned, we had a crowd of people in this hospital room most of that week. And there was one evening in particular, it was a decent-sized hospital room, but we probably had 12 people, 15 people or so in this room, and we were spilling out into the hallway, and I happened to be standing out in the hallway with 2 or 3 of us. And this elderly woman was walking down the hallway with her walker and had a nurse with her. And she kind of peeled up the door, kind of peeked in there and saw all those people. And I heard her look at the nurse and say, that must be a real important man. I just smiled and thought to myself, you just don't know. He really is to so many of us. Most people think that their dad is really pretty great. We truly knew ours. It's very special.